Oh, hi that medic guy. Thank you for popping by to say hi, and thank you for wishing me a good stream. I hope it'll go well. I'm starting with the trial today of case 3, I think, right? Oh, I need to open this really quick. Hold on. I went to get a drink while the starting soon was on. Alright. Let's just get rid of that, and let's head right into Danganronpa. I don't know if you're still here, that medic guy, but if you are, thank you very much for the kind words. Who died again? Taka and Hifumi have both died. Panicked Lizard, that's right where we are. Alright. And we are right about to go into the trial. So, really quick, just since, you know, we've never started right at a trial before, let's start this trial by looking at our truth bullets, because, just to refresh. So, Monokuma File 3. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. The tarp was found in the repository under Kiyotaka's lifeless body. It was apparently used to move Kiyotaka in order to avoid leaving any bloodstains. The dolly was found when the body was rediscovered in the repository. This specific dolly has no handles, and blood was found on one of its wheels. It's assumed that this is the same dolly that was in the equipment room where Kiyotaka's body was originally discovered. When they were first found in the nurse's office, Hifumi's glasses were covered in blood. However, when they were next seen in the repository, they were completely clean. Hammers of all shapes and sizes were found in the repository. One of them was found wet and had apparently been recently washed. The door connecting the art room to the repository was designed to open only from the repository side. According to Aoi, it was locked during the search for the missing body. However, when the body was rediscovered, it had somehow been unlocked. A puddle of blood was found in the equipment room where Kiyotaka's body was initially found. A tire track had been left behind in blood. The cloth was found in the trash can in the nurse's office. It was branded with a popular cartoon character and was found with blood on it. One has to wonder if someone used it to wipe some blood away. Nafumi's body disappeared when Celeste and Aoi left the nurse's office to use the bathroom. Apparently, they weren't gone for more than a minute or two. This is the note that Yasuhiro wrote to get everyone to meet in the dining hall. Meet in the dining hall is all it says. The handwriting is remarkably neat and clear. These are the blueprints for Robo-Justice which were found in Yasuhiro's room. No one but Yasuhiro could have possibly fit into the costume. In addition, anyone wearing it would not be able to see their feet or bend at the waist more than 90 degrees. Apparently, Yasuhiro received a mysterious note last night. The note reads, "I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet at the rec room at 1 a.m. Kiyotaka's wristwatch broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock. It was confirmed that as of late last night, the watch still worked, which means it must have been broken the following morning when he was attacked. Just for the info you have now, who do I think did it? I think Celeste did it. Well, I think Celeste did it with Hifumi's help. Kiyotaka's lifeless hand was found clutching a small scrap of paper. Hifumi had this note hidden on him. One edge of it appears to be torn. The note reads, "I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. Each student has their own e-handbook, which also acts as a card key. The owner's name is displayed each time the handbook is booted up. It's believed that no handbooks were involved in carrying out the murders this time." So the thing with, I suspect Celeste, and I sort of suspected Celeste, like, the game was obviously, it's like, okay, Hiro probably really wasn't the guy who did it, because the game is really saying, like, look how obvious it is that Hiro did it, and it's like, okay, it's not gonna be that obvious. And then I was kind of suspecting Celeste at first, just because it was like some things were convenient, and then the more I talked with Sakura about replaying the order of events, I noticed that every time something happened, like every time a body was moved or a body was discovered, it was because Celeste told us or someone to change rooms. Like, so for example, I noticed, I mean, this was all in the VOD from yesterday, so you can see it happen in real time if you watch the VOD, but I did notice that the body discovery announcement played once when 2 different groups of 3 people both discovered a body. So I was like, one of them could still be alive. And then I noticed it again when we found them in the repository, that it played again when we went in there. I'm like, okay, so one of them wasn't dead the first time we found them, and it just played for the one group that found theirs. And then, so that's something I noticed, and I was like, okay, so one of them obviously wasn't dead. Then the other thing I noticed, and this really nailed it in when I was talking to Sakura, like I said, about replaying the events in the order that they happened, is every time Celeste said, I found something, or let's go somewhere else, is when something we don't see happens. Like, Celeste was the one who told us to go to the 2nd floor, to search for, like, the dude in the armor, and then to, like, keep searching for the dude in the armor, and so that's when we heard, like, and then Celeste screamed that he was on the 3rd floor, and that's when we heard Hifumi scream on the 1st floor, and so then we go to the first, like, we split up, and when we're on the 1st floor, we find Hifumi's body, so when Makoto leaves, but then he comes back down, because Celeste tells him the body's missing, and then Celeste says, well, I took Aoi to the bathroom, so it's Celeste's decision for them to... So basically, everything that's happened has been directly after Celeste takes action on something, so that really made her suspicious. That's just, and then I think Hifumi helped her because the game has established that he'd do anything for her already. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there... Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, they're multiplying. Christmas tree, that's cute. He's multiplied?
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Oh, can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy.
You're not playing along. Along. We're not here to play with you. Okay, fine. Oh, well. What was the point of that?
Hey.
And then, if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train. Elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we? Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet. You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins. What is that emote? Is that like juice or is that milk? I can't really tell. I mean, I guess I could... Let's see what that says. Oh, it's mayo. I told you already. I didn't do it. For serious. And that reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume or the note, Mayo? Hey, Whiptail. Well, no, but how unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit. Kawaii, Mayo.
Hey.
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first. Then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. And that's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the 2 that lost their lives. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed 2 of our friends. The killer is... someone right here. Alright, well, let's go downstairs. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. What? Wow, Panicked Lizard, that's really funny. I've never seen those before. That's great. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard... Oh, let's go. Let's head on down. The doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down, and there was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. Onto a cruel fate? Oh, this is a new room. When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax. Only 'cause of you. Oh, why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other? What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute!
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly oh my god. All he says is a deadly. I can't, oh god, panicked Lizard. Oh god. Alright, we already went through the E-handbook right at the beginning, so we don't need to do that again. Short focus. Increases the focus gauge by 2, effective during the class trial. Costs 2, that's fine. Do I have any others? Oh, handiwork. Allows you to reload 2 bullets at once, effective during the bullet time battle. Sure, why not? I still have 5 available SP, so... Did those all save? Yes. Alright. All rise for the Honorable Judge Monokuma.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Why is he telling us this now?
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Yeah, we know.
Now then, to begin with...
We already know who did it.
Was that?
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
Actually, to be fair, Celeste also doesn't really have an alibi. Is that a Morgana emote? Oh, dude, that's sick. That Mona emote, I love it.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprint for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer? Or, before anything else, we have to make that clear. Alright, let's see what we got. Yasuhiro's message. Bakugan is so grumpy. Yeah, well, that's how he lives.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's
Let's
a
see.
conspiracy.
Hiro,
we got?
why? Why did you kill them?
Hina, you're not helping.
Oh, just hold on a second.
Wait, so what was Yasuhiro's message then? Oh, yeah, that's what Yasuhiro... For some reason, I thought it was like Yasuhiro's message, you know, the one that told him to go meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. And I was like, how does that contradict anything here? I see now. I mean, looking at the blueprints, yeah. Okay.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts.
No, it's wrong.
I thought that was a different piece of
Are you
evidence.
sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting.
Why is he openly talking about Alter Ego in front of Monokuma?
When you compare it to the blueprints,
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
Why would he do that?
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
That's true, but then also, like, why would he...
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
Well, at least he admits he's dumb.
Are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one.
I think Hiro's innocent as well.
Thank you, Byakuya.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
Hero.
Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone
No.
running around in a second suit?
God, you're all
Suspicious
dumb.
individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
And of course he passes it off to me.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Wouldn't it have been Hero and they just moved his body? Hina, the Illuminati, or Hero? They made this one a little easy, didn't they?
I got it! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to
We
go
never
mute that.
found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That's true.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with
Don't
being
mind
in
me
the
as I
Robo
just
Justice
stand
suit.
up and mute something.
What? Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You
Illuminati.
do have a reason, yes.
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey,
Okay.
stop trying to boss us around.
No.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Oh, good.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Yeah, a tarp and a dolly, dog. Things that there must have been. The dolly, I think first.
I got it!
Oh, I have to do both. Okay.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
Gonna make taco pot stickers tomorrow? Nice. What do you like? Is it just taco pot stickers because of the filling? And what would the filling be then? What's with that attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Correct.
It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there. And
You know, I'm
decided to
noticing
use it when they
it
moved
looks like
Taka's
Makoto
body.
doesn't have very good posture. He always looks like he's kind of slumping
That
forward.
way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
You know, that's bad for his
That
back.
explains the
Hamburger meat
tarp.
with taco seasoning, a bit of
dolly?
cheese and lettuce. Oh, okay.
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
This time with blood on its
In
tires.
other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
100%.
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
What?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
There's
She's
blood on the
raised an
wheel.
objection. How do you respond?
I respond, there's blood on the
There is no
fucking
shame in
wheel.
being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Wow, that was rude.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
You know, that's rude, but she's not wrong. Makoto's kind of dense. Wow, I've never heard anyone sound so nice while being so mean. But maybe I can change her mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. A new element has been added. The game is still adding new shit. Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're going to add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statement. But from now on, just locking on and pressing the Y button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the X button. Well, just like locking on, you'll have to press the X button in time with the temp. Ah, fuck. Basically, just remember that the X button now has a function along with the A and Y buttons. You'll automatically reload at the start of fever time and your ammo will not decrease. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, you won't have to reload at all. In which case, you can ignore everything I just said. Well then, good luck and have fun. Well, I'm not on gentle, so too bad. The moment of truth. Oh, I hate these things so much.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree.
Okay, got it. Nice.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
That one actually went just more and more things to complicate. Yeah, I
If
know.
you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
He's a smart kid. Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
It's just like cardboard, girl.
I'm not sure that really matters.
Yeah, thank you, Sakura.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
If I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that? I'm really stupid, thought Makoto. Alright, what are my bullets? Robo-Justice costume, and it has it's gonna be about bending.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
That's probably
Now,
it.
keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend
Oh,
over.
no, there it is.
Then you could push the dolly no problem.
So the killer just crouched down and carted the body off to the repository.
If you accept everything we just said, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the culprit.
Ah, smart boy Byakuya.
Sorry, I don't think I realized anything.
That's because all of you are really stupid. The dolly doesn't have any handles, so to push it, you'd have to bend over. Yeah, okay, wow, they're really
As we know,
spelling it out
Taka
for
was
you.
killed, and from there.
Yeah, the then loaded it on.
Now, keep in mind,
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, that's wrong. You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
Fun fact about Danganronpa 2 is that the difficulty is based on the assumption you played the first game, so it's kind of like... So, like, kind mode in D2 is more difficult at the start than D1 is? I'm kind of okay with that, and the reason I say that is because these games are very similar to the Ace Attorney games, and I've played the first 3 Ace Attorney games several times, so, like, I'm kind of familiar with... I mean, obviously the, like, action-y shoot stuff parts of this is unique, but the actual thinking part of it is, like... identical to how you think during Phoenix Wright games. So, I don't know. So, like, so far, like, the idea of, like, what evidence do I use, what truth bullets do I use, has been super easy.
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I love this picture. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere with this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
And that quickly.
It'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
Well, thanks, Jack.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body.
Woodley is now hosting me with one viewer. Thank you very much, Woodley.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Have a good stream, Koala. I will. Thank you very much for that host, buddy. There's absolutely no chance that the costume was taken off just to move the body because you can't take it off by yourself.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option.
Oh, whoops. Whatever. This is just them talking about how there's a clasp on the back that he can't reach. We saw this yesterday. It's not very interesting.
That's true.
All right,
It
get back
seems
to the good
impossible
stuff.
To put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
You like games with corgis in them? I love corgis, so yeah, probably. Probably? I'm gonna, like, say that tentatively. I do love corgis as an animal. Yes, Hina, he wasn't just lying about it.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
How about Shiba Inus? I also do love Shiba Inus, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
That picture you took proves nothing about who moved the body.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me? What guy? Robo-Justice, or... That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hina, hun, oh god, you're so gullible.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
Thank you, Kyoko.
Besides,
Jesus.
There's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Hina's dumb as Hero. Yeah,
Let's review this
I like
series
both
of
Hina and
unfortunate
Hero,
events
though.
from the beginning.
I think they're both
Maybe
very
we'll
endearing,
uncover
despite the
something
fact that they're both just dumb as a brick.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
No, I promise you we won't,
All
hun.
right then, let's take
Because
another look back
Kyoko
at what
got
happened.
cold as shit when I tried asking her.
I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for
I bet
quite a
Hina
while,
sounding like
but
Morgana
nobody
helps.
else showed up. so we went to look
That
for
doesn't
her.
hurt. She does sound a bit like Morgana. Do they have the same VA?
That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Holy, because now that you say it, I really do notice she sounds like exactly like Mona.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly
Yeah, same VA. Wow. I didn't really think about that at all, but yeah, well, after you said it, it was like, oh my god, I can hear that identically. That's not the right way to finish that sentence, but you know what I mean.
A little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office.
I don't even know what
and
that is,
resumed
but
our
it looks
search for the
cute.
Suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
Yeah.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second
See, like I
floor.
said, every time people are moving so they don't see things that happen,
And
it's
soon
because
after that-
Celeste told them to move.
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
It was always Celeste.
And then,
Mona and then a dab. That's nice.
at that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the
Why is
nurse's
it-
office, we found
Why is it going
And
through
that's when
all
we
of the
heard
events
body
once again?
discovery announcement. I left Celeste and
So I
Hina
forget if
there
I've
and
asked,
headed
you
back
gonna
to
play
the
2 after
3rd
this? I
floor
am gonna play 2
to let
after
the
this.
others know what had happened.
I might play a short game, like maybe a day of Dark Souls or something in between them, just for like
meanwhile, we
a
had just
breather.
discovered
But I have the
Taka's
first
body
2
in the
games,
equipment
so I
room.
will play both of them.
We must have
But
found
yeah, I
both
might
bodies
take
at
like
almost exactly the same
a
time.
streaming day off to play something that's not Danganronpa. But
Because
I'm
we
not
heard
gonna
the
like.
same announcement not long after we discovered
I'm
his
probably
body.
gonna not do any other like long games between them. Yeah, breathers are great, and like I can beat Dark Souls quickly,
And that's
like-
when I told you guys about Hifumi.
so it can literally just be a day to play some Dark Souls or something, before I
Then the
start the
3 of
second
us
game,
headed
because
to
I'm
the
really
nurse's
into
office.
this game, and it helps that like I've loved the Ace Attorney games for a decade, but
But right after we left the physics lab,
yeah, just
we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us.
I'm probably
And
gonna
she
you know
told us something very
take a
surprising.
streaming day to play something else just for a little change of pace. But don't want you to get burnt out. Yeah.
We rushed
I've heard
back
that they
to the
improve a
nurse's
lot
office
of
and
the
saw that she was
problems
dead.
in the first game and the second one though. So I'm looking forward to that.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
I don't remember Panic Lizard. Did you ever play the Ace Attorney games?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also
Is this a
gone
no
missing.
spoiler stream? I would prefer it if you don't spoil.
Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead
Right, no
bodies.
spoilers. Yeah.
And after some
I've never
time,
made it like a hard and fast rule, don't spoil, but I would greatly prefer it if you don't.
Celeste informed us that she
Okay.
found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I have I'm pretty confident in my my theory
The whole
about this
thing
case
sounds
though.
Exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are
I
not a
haven't played them,
simple
although I've wanted
series
to.
of
I've just been
connected
putting it off.
events.
I actually I really like the Ace Attorney games, and I think I prefer them to Danganronpa. I just like the gameplay loop in them more.
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding
I don't
all
even
of
have a
them.
PC. I mean,
Now
you can
then,
play this
let's
game
get
not on
started,
PC.
Beginning with what happened to Taka.
This game originally came out on PSP, didn't it? I think. The contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them no matter what. Are they talking about the fact that Taka was obviously killed around 6 a.m., but everything they're saying was at 7? Oh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this game originally came out on PSP. I mean, I don't know if you have one of those either, but it's just... Without a PC, that is another option.
So, regarding Taka's death,
What does Monokuma File 3 say again? Cause of death for each was blow to the head. Okay.
I
used to have a
died
PSP.
Before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in.
No.
Taka came last.
What?
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
I knew what you meant, Hot Wheels
Taka's
boy. It's
death
fine.
Came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Why? That's not... The Justice Hammers were numbered, but... Were they really used in that order?
Regarding Taka, I wonder if, or perhaps it was...
I didn't notice if two of them were...
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice...
It's true that Hifumi, while Taka's death came...
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Wait, hold on.
So, regarding, I wonder if, or perhaps it was after.
So the File 3 says... The Bloodhead is thought they were both killed with a similar weapon.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came
I've been hella eyeballing the Professor Layton Phoenix Wright crossover.
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with while Taka's death.
I need to see if any of these contradict each other, because I haven't been paying attention to that. I also should read what Makoto says, because...
I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were killed. Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbering...
It's true that Hifumi, while Taka's death...
I'm going to see what Makoto says, because this one's not as obvious to me.
Came after.
The Justice Hammers were numbered, but were they really used in that order?
So, regarding Taka's death,
I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh, really?
It's true that Hifumi was while Taka's
Fucking...
death.
See?
What's your theory, by the way? My theory is that Celeste was the mastermind and Hifumi helped her.
So,
Regarding, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came
Maybe the
last.
killer used one?
What makes you say that?
Or two?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
I hate that
True that
so
Hifumi
much.
was killed with while Taka's death.
That purple text.
So it's obvious...
I need to get rid of that purple text before I...
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were... Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's
No,
true
oh,
that Hifumi
fucking
was
shit.
killed
With Justice while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came...
It's so hard for me to shoot
So,
both of them.
I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were... Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
I make the same mistake constantly. How many hammers were there? 5.
Taka came...
One of them wasn't painted.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came
The Zero
last.
Escape series, but I think I do poorly. I've played a little bit of Zero Escape.
Because of the numbering of the Justice...
Okay, there I got it.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, that was the right thing. Okay, I just took me forever to get that shot
There's
right.
no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Yeah, I said it at the beginning of the stream, Hot Wheels Boy,
So you're
and
saying
yesterday
that
when I was
they
doing the
wanted us to
investigation.
think the hammers were used
Um,
in order.
I think Celeste is the mastermind of this, and that Hifumi helped her.
But in reality, Taka was
And one of
killed
the
before he
Biggest things that made me suspect Celeste is every time something would happen, it was because Celeste told us that she saw something or to move. Like, Like, every single time something happened, it was directly because Celeste had told us to move, and then we couldn't see where something happened.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
Evidence that proves Taka was killed before. I mean, it's gonna be his watch. There's something that relates to what time he died. Give me the watch. Let me pick the watch. Oh, hangman. Really? This is wristwatch, isn't it? Yes. Okay. At least I know this one. Where's an A? Give me an A. Yeah, that's an A. TC. And an H. Oh, come on. There you are. Honestly, I think you're right. I don't know.
Now I understand. I've got it. Papa's wristwatch. See? Look.
What
It
is
broke with the
that,
hands
Panic
pointing
Lizard?
Just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
How long are you gonna keep us waiting? White Taka is really mad about us being late because he's fucking freak.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that
That
be
is
his
true.
official time of death.
What's true? I don't.
If that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Yeah.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us.
Because
We made the
a
wrong
lot of us are
assumption about
stupid.
the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size.
Taka's broken wristwatch. Oh, okay.
When we saw how they were used in each incident,
What
we
is that
easily make that wrong
Illuminati
assumption.
thing, Panic Lizard?
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That is true.
True in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Okay, yes. This case has been flashing back so much, and it's really annoying.
Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it
More
later
like
on.
the Illuminati. The question is who was near Taka and Hifumi around
If
6.
that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis.
That
for
tape
when we
thing
heard
was really
Hifumi
stupid from
screaming.
Hiro.
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Yeah, you were kind of useless back then.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
She was passed out,
She
dude.
could pull that off. There's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi.
At least not
nor
right
either
then.
of their bodies.
Is
On
that
the
Santa
other hand,
killing?
Hiro and Kyoko had
Something?
disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what happened?
So what now,
Oh.
Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around
I
in
feel like
circles.
Celeste was the killer because she's been calm the whole time. Celeste's been calm the whole game, though. That's
So
not
instead
a...
of who, I propose we start talking about how.
Celeste, Kyoko, and Byakuya have been
In
calm.
particular, I think
the
we need to
entire
figure
game.
out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere. but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Oh, my bad. Yeah, Celeste, Kyoko, and Byakuya are just always calm. Nothing shakes them. It would seem so. I don't
his
remember what
body
this is.
apparently disappeared in the
Which
1
Personas have you
minute
played?
her and Fumy took their
3,
eyes off of it.
4, and 5. And I've played a little bit of Q, and I've played the fighting game Arena. But, yeah. But the ones I've played most are 3, 4, and 5.
But to carry that much weight
Oh, I
from
played a
the
little bit
first
of
floor
2
up to the
also,
third
but
in that short amount of time?
Eternal Sin. But
Oh man, yeah.
is that what it is? Eternal
There's no
Sin?
way.
I don't remember.
Can't be
There's 2 2s.
impossible.
I played the second one, the one that was on the one that got released on PS3.
Well, what if I told you there
Isn't
was
it-
a way to
What is
make
it?
the
Is it Innocent Sin and
impossible
Eternal
possible?
Punishment? What are they? I don't remember. Like I said, the second 2, the one where Maya's the protagonist, or the main
If the
character.
dead body were to move itself.
The dead body moved on its own?
No, not another.
You know, I wish Kyoko hadn't phrased it like that, because these idiots really think that it was a dead body
I don't
moving.
think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
What's interesting about this versus the Ace Attorney games is in this game,
Out of the nurse's office.
other people just tell you the answer.
On his own.
Innocent Sin is the first one, Eternal Punishment. Okay, so I mixed them at first, and then I got it right the second time when I was like, that didn't sound right. So yeah, I've played a little bit of Eternal Punishment, because that one was on, that one got released on the PS3 store.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm midway through Innocent Sin right now. Oh, nice. Yeah, I never played Innocent Sin because it's not been released on anything I've had. What is my
Are you
broken wristwatch? Why the fuck is broken wristwatch? Is there anything here? I think there's gonna be stuff in this. Via emulation of the PSP port. Oh, fair enough.
There's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
I
Hifumi
wouldn't.
was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
There had been 2 bodies
And
found.
that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that?
Yeah, no,
Maybe
that's a
the
really.
announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Was there a thing where they said?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
Oh.
there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why
Are we really so? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
This might be the wrong
discovery.
one. Yeah, that's. Yeah. The connection exists in those two, but it's not the.
Hifumi in the nurse. There's a chance he was actually still alive.
No. It is Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that
No!
is why the
Ah, fuck.
announcement- Are
I
we
missed it.
really- Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
Isometric games give me headaches, so I'm not progressing
Are you
too quickly.
saying
Ah,
that
that's
we
too bad.
there's a
I can
chance
get
he
that
was-
though.
Hifumi was dead.
And you know that
Surely you heard the body discovery and Hifumi's dead body had been found.
What? Really?
Shoot!
Really? I thought that
Are you
contradicted.
saying that when we first found there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. It is
Okay, so
Hifumi was
2 of
dead.
these.
And you know that surely you heard the body discovery and Hifumi's dead body.
So this is
had
his
been
dead
found.
body had been
That
found.
are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal
Okay,
someone else's
so it's
discovery.
those 2. I think
Are
Celeste
you
could have been the
saying that
killer.
when we first
She's making
found
her that
Hifumi
manipulate
in the
Hifumi, making
nurse's
Taka, then
office,
Celeste killing Hifumi.
there's a
Yeah, that's
chance
that's what I was saying.
No. Hifumi was
That was
dead. And
what
you
my
know
theory
surely
was.
you heard the body discovery.
But I
Hifumi's
went into
dead
the
body
details.
Had been found. And that is why the announcement.
Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Really? What does that have to do with what I said, or do you just not know what you're doing? I guess I don't know what I'm doing. Because the contradiction is that it was Taka's body that's been found, but I just don't know how the game's trying to get me to say it.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovered.
I'm just confused what it's...
Had been found.
Can I...
And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that?
How does Celeste know about Hifumi's body? Everyone knew about Hifumi's body. Sure that the body... But Hifumi's and Taki's bodies were discovered at almost exactly the same time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead.
So,
without a
like...
doubt.
And you know that how?
Okay, this is the part that's
Surely
annoying
you
to
heard
me,
the
because I
body
know what I'm
discovery
supposed to be
along with the rest of us.
saying. Like, I'm supposed to be
Hifumi's
saying
dead body had
it was
been found,
Taka's dead body.
and that is why the announcement was made.
But the...
Are
Whoops.
we really so sure about
The one that I thought
Maybe the
made the
announcement was
contradiction.
intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Another mistake. But, like, that's the thing, is I know I'm right in that it's...
Saying that
No,
when we
it was
first found
Taka's.
Hifumi
No, you
in
can
the
save a
nurse's
bullet until the
office,
next replay, right? I didn't know
there's
that.
a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's dead, and that is.
Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Wait, this is probably
Are you
wrong.
saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he was actually still...
No. If Hifumi was dead,
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery and Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Okay, I didn't know you could save a bullet until the next replay. Thank you very much, Shower Kate. Like I said, that was kind of annoying.
Body discovery announcement that was made really.
How much of this game have
intended
you
for
seen? It's hard to
Hifumi?
gauge based on your conversation. Oh, okay. That wasn't... That's for Hot Wheels Boy, not me. Like I said, Shower Kate, thank you. I didn't know you could do that. And that's why it was annoying, because I was like, I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know which thing the game wants me to say it in.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe, but that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
And let's not forget, a second announcement played when we entered the repository room.
If 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
And there were.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into
Is that a
too much
Chie emote? I
detail.
love it. Chie, best girl.
But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, it...
No, actually, that was plenty.
Like half of Danganronpa, a little of 2, and then a bit of 1. Half of Danganronpa 3. I can
He
read.
said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
Oh boy, so all over the place.
If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
The second body discovery announcement, the first time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office in the equipment room. The second time was when both bodies were rediscovered.
We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
That's the body discovery announcement once again.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't
Original Chie voice
actually
is best
dead
Chie voice.
yet.
I would agree with you on that one, but I understand why they had to change, because the original actress retired. Right? She wasn't working anymore. They can't get her to voice new things. So I understand why they had to change, but I agree.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
No, Jack,
That
but
is the worst logic
yeah.
I've ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is
I will say, Panic Lizard, my plan is eventually, sometime in the future, when I get a capture card, I'm going to play Persona games on stream, because I still have my PS3, and I have 3, 4, and 5 on PS3, and I would love to play them on stream. There has to be a proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find it and show it to everyone. Oh, is it gonna be... Oh, okay. It's an argument. Marie was a Garbo. I never played Golden, so I don't really know much about Marie. Like, I know she was in... Arena,
Well,
but
here's one thing we
I didn't
do
play a
know.
ton of Arena, just a little bit.
The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Well, there's the contradiction.
Was he really still alive?
Of
But yeah,
course,
I don't really know a
it
ton
is
about Marie, because I
impossible.
didn't play Golden,
This is
so...
ridiculous.
Well, here's
So
one
we found the
first time
contradiction
we
in
found
what
Hifumi.
Celeste was
His
saying.
body
And the next time it was in.
But when you compare his body before...
Other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
God damn it. It shot both of them at once. I didn't think it would shoot both the purple statements in one go. Oh well. It's not a big deal.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
Golden was a mixed bag for me. On one hand, lame new Chie and Trash Marie. On the other hand, you get a social link with best waifu Adachi. I think there are, like, pros and cons
When we
of
found Hifumi in
Golden.
the nurse's office,
Like,
his
I
glasses
like
were
that
covered
they
with blood.
took the original game and went, how can we improve it? And they tried to. And the Chie voice thing, like I said, it's the actress who voiced Chie retired, so they had to find someone else to do
They
it.
were spotless.
Maybe if we faked his death and moved to the repository,
I found the
exactly.
item he
Yeah, that's what I
used
said,
to
Hot
wipe
Wheels
and
boy.
clean
That's
in
what
the
I was
nurse's
talking about
office
earlier.
trash can.
The evidence I found in the trash can in the nurse's office was his, not that, it was his cleaning cloth.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean, and the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
Yep.
And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was... Princess Piggles. From Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
You know, Hina, you did a really great job at making it look like you didn't already know that.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
It's not a cartoon, it's Shoujo, you uncultured swine. Thanks, Shower Kate. Nani? Nani the fuck?
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
Oh, well, there's Hero being very
what
confused.
I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
It's a good point.
That's a good point.
Well, I agree with Sakura, I
It must
guess.
have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he just gets to walk.
Then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
You and Sakura are on the same wavelength? I know, it was pretty creepy,
The
actually.
nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably
I'm
used
sick,
one
by
of
the way.
those.
Oh, that's too bad.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done.
Drink more water. That's always a good... Water is always a good thing to drink. A lot of people don't drink enough of it. Also, be right back. Alright, Panic Lizard.
It should
Okay.
be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
The one who moved Taka's body was Hifumi.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
Because he was inside it. Yeah, Jack, thanks for catching up.
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside.
Which, again, really kind of bad design. Because at least in the picture that it had of it, there also wasn't a keyhole on the art room side.
Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
Right.
I just can't believe it.
Well, Hina,
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
yes, Kyoko.
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took.
Oh,
from
yeah, the piece of
Taka's
paper.
lifeless body.
The thing Hifumi stole from Taka. Could it be? That one. Oh, whoops. If someone makes a Danganronpa Battle Royale, I would literally eat something. Well, that's a weird threat, but I don't even know what a Danganronpa Battle Royale would be?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
Like, it would just be like an anime-styled Battle Royale with pink blood. I don't particularly see that as being that special. The game is a Battle Royale. By the way, Chihiro. I mean, the game is sort of a Battle Royale. You're right, but it's a single-player kind of detective game. Not a PvP multiplayer. When I was young, it was called Last Man Standing. Last Man Standing. Well, Last Man Standing is a little different than Battle Royale. Just in the sense that Last Man Standing, at least in games I played before, you know, the movie Battle Royale and Hunger Games became a big thing. Last Man Standings I always played, you started with equipment. 100 people go on an island, which is exactly what they're doing.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
Yep.
It's not the same?
In other
Well,
words,
you just
the
told us the
got
difference, Hiro.
Another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants. No, Taka.
I got it! That's
Hifumi's
right.
pants was a great
Taka.
answer, though.
The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
What? What are you humming?
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
I mean, yeah, Hina. Did you need to ask about that?
Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
I hate to side with Jack against Hina because I love Hina and Jack is okay, but I mean, it was kind of obvious. Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still, I can't let her get to me. It's gonna be the piece of paper that was in Taka's hand. Broken wristwatch, glasses, cleaning cloth. None of these are the evidence I'll need.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for...
The broken wristwatch might actually be important.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
That's not true.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Well, there's the contradiction. Alright.
Huffy had the note, then the person it was must have been Huffy!
But remember what time did it...
6
God,
a.m.
Jack sounds hilarious.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Is that gonna block me? God damn it. I thought I had shot it.
Huffy had the note, then
Well, I just assumed my shot would have shot it.
Remember what time did it...
6 a.m. The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
No, that's wrong. No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. You've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Okay, welcome back, Panicked Lizard.
But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show
Counter?
that this note
Yeah, I
was
know, right?
definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
No.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
And we have evidence of that.
He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Prove that Hifumi stole the note from Taka.
I got it!
Hifumi probably wanted to eat it.
When I searched
You're
Taka's
probably
body,
right,
I
Sorion.
saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this...
Also, hey Sorion, sorry I didn't say hi earlier. I kind of zoned out when noticing your name. I don't know why.
I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden
You
on
mean
Hifumi.
Jack is crazy, you mean sexy?
Then
Why can't she be
Taka's
both,
scrap
guys? Come on.
And Hifumi's note.
Like what that tongue do? Shame, ding ding ding. Sorry.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the
Boy.
note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Girl.
Whoa. Yeah.
But yeah,
After
yeah,
seeing
one of
all
you
this,
saying she's crazy, one of
he
you
was
saying she's
super
sexy.
involved
She
in
can
this
be
whole thing
both.
for sure. In fact,
They're not exclusive.
he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Hero, you're a fucking moron. What?
Sorry, no.
We know Hifumi's
When
dead.
we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
Crazy sexy Kappa? Yeah, I know. Well, and also the fact that he's not here Monokuma wouldn't just let him skip the trial to fake being dead.
So then,
At least I assume.
killed Hifumi.
Brilliant!
Whoever did is the mastermind.
Yeah, I know.
The
Hiro's
true
an idiot.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished.
Sraxy.
But before we found both bodies in the repository.
That's a good word, Panicked Lizard. I like it.
During that time, we'd all split up and were
Crexy.
searching for Taka's missing body.
Crexy. I missed Crexy somehow. I don't know how I missed Crexy. I like Crexy and Straxy. They're both good.
In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were
Hey
together.
now. No need to get in an argue over how to make a portmanteau of those words. They're both good.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus.
Oh, Jesus. That was rude.
Who are you calling a walrus?
It's also a weird insult.
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Would be funny. Yeah, sorry guys, your vote was wrong. The true culprit is pull Hifumi out of his ass. Ta-da! Everyone complaining you told us he died. That would be a weird twist.
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file,
F?
the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Okay, here comes the hammer that we
Hifumi
found
was killed
in the repository.
The culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers.
Oh,
kill
Jesus,
Hifumi,
what? Hot Wheels boy, what is that?
Then put the hammer
Please
back where
don't.
they found it.
Please. Dude, chill with the caps. Yeah, chill with the caps. Monokuma, yeah, true. Sorry, my bad, but rules are rules. Proceeds to execute everyone.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
Oof.
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Oh, that was almost a compliment from Byakuya.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Number neither.
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the
There
same
are
kind
other
of thing,
hammers.
right?
Hero, what?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow, I have to find the truth. If only I had a truth bullet that was a fucking hammer. I don't know, it's just boring to me that they spent so long talking about that, and it's like, like, we can get to this part of the conversation. Alright.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
This.
Was it Justice Hammer 3?
No.
Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
No.
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon?
A hammer other than Justice
How did
Hammer?
nobody
Come on.
witness them
That sounds
carry it?
completely unbelievable. Yeah, I know, right?
Justice Hammer 5 is about to
Well,
make an
there it is.
appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info.
Murdergear.com/hammertime. Nice.
Murder weapon had to
Stop
be
pulling
one of the
nonsense out of your ass.
And,
Oh, there it is. There's the actual contradiction. There we go. Fumi was killed in the repository.
What was used to kill? Was it maybe Justice?
Stop.
There's
Hammer
one
time.
thing. How was the culprit? How did nobody?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5.
I need to hear it again because I liked it.
Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info.
Ah, thank you, Jack.
well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice.
No, that's wrong.
Murdergear.com leads to a merch brand store.
murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer.
Whoa, Hot Wheels boy.
It was something completely different.
That is not an okay thing to say. That is not an okay thing to say, Hot Wheels boy.
But
Don't do that again.
a different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer
He's to a
from the
merch store for a
repository.
band. That
The killer
kind of
could've
you
easily
don't worry
used
about the
that as a
specifics of
clue.
what he said, Panic Lizard, but he said something that wasn't okay. Auto-modded. Yeah, he got auto-modded.
Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer
Alright,
got covered in
You
Hifumi's blood,
have to calm down a
of
little
course
bit,
they'd
Hot
have to
Wheels
clean
boy.
it off.
You've
I'd
gotta
also like to
just
point out
chill a
that the
little bit,
repository has all
buddy.
kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones,
There's a crazy translation error in the
and
game.
even some flat mallet-like ones.
Is there
I
really?
think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma files.
No, that's
telling
wrong.
about the
We should
word
actually have meant-
similar.
Shut up, hero. You're an idiot. Yeah, I know, right?
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but... Spotless hammer.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
I wasn't really paying attention. Can we really say there's no chance two people worked together on this?
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can
Whoops.
graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on it.
That is how the
But that only really applies. In this case, however, there were two murders.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. It's those two statements we have to
Based on the
do,
rules
I
that
think.
have been laid out for us, even if more than one, only the one who actually can. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work.
that is.
This
Only
would be
really-
wrong.
In this case, however, there were two murders.
Yeah, I think I have to take two murders.
Based on the rules that have been, even if more than one, only the one who actually. Assuming the rule holds true.
That is.
But that only really in this case, however, there were two murders.
I think this is...
Based on the rules, even if more than one, only the one who actually. Assuming the rule holds true.
Yeah, there we go.
No,
I knew it was those two countering each other, but...
since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
That's an interesting way to look at it. You don't know what to do?
The payoff for working
What do you mean?
together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in the scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer
Go to
told
bed
Hifumi.
with the Mona.
They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
I wouldn't say that it looked like that.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
Exactly.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
Well, people are fucked up, Hina.
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
The effort made to convince us the two murders were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Don't destroy Hina's perfect little world. I think Hina's perfect little world is crumbling down. Hina can't be sad, Bible Thump. I know. Kyoko really is amazing, although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end, murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. Let's not, no, yeah, you.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
Yeah, he'll do anything for you.
The
That's been
idea
established.
that I would choose to spend
Yes,
any
she
amount
can't.
of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit.
It's okay for Hina to be sad, unhealthy food, and the exercise make her quickly happy again. Well, it's not wrong.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
What exercise, Kappa Pride? What is it only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? Well, it's true that both of them did a lot of screaming, but I don't think that's it. Ah, damn it. That's true. Oh, yeah, encountering the suspicious individual. Duh. I should have read through all the options before picking an answer.
Suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Fucking wrecked.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told
Yeah,
us
Bumblebee,
was a
show
lie?
him.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I saw a shadow, something moving at the top of the stairs.
we headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
Exactly.
Next,
This is
to
the same
draw
thing
us
I
all
was
to the
saying.
physics lab up on the third floor.
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
Kuya's a little butcher.
And when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
That's a weird thing to call Byakuya, but okay. That was rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw in the strange costumed man. She's like a doggo, not the brightest, and likes to eat things that aren't good for her and do exercise. You know, I mean, that simile holds up, I suppose. I was blocking the stairs. Okay, yeah.
Once
Just
she'd
that.
done her job of getting
Yeah,
us
with
all
one
up to the
big
physics
difference.
lab,
Well, two.
it was time for her partner to get to work.
Doggo won't sleep in my bed. Oh. What are you talking about? Dogs will absolutely sleep in your bed if you let them up there. Another flashback. We've seen this
It was to
flashback
get
like
us
3
divided
times
into
today.
2 groups, so that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna let it. Fair
In
enough,
fact,
Sorion.
Celeste
Fair
was
enough.
precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Then why don't we split up into 2 groups? Dog hair everywhere. What face? Yeah. That's true, but I just know I've known
Well,
some people who
if
let their dogs
Celeste
onto their
and
bed.
Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Hina, on the other hand, Kava, hairless dog.
And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
That cry was just her spanking. Oh, except and it was Hifumi shouting. But God damn it! Would be murdered?
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
It was case closed, Kappa.
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait, then that was...
I thought Hifumi was the one who wrote fanfiction. Oh God.
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it. But
Oh, let's see if I caught it.
looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your
The game
undoing.
established that Hifumi is Celeste's little piggy long ago. That is true. The game did establish that.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
Is this something I caught? They must be really enjoying this, enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died. I didn't
remember
catch
her
this.
saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Had she not seen Taka's body yet?
Pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room.
Okay.
Then
Yeah, I didn't
Makoto
catch that.
showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto.
I'm so proud. What are you so proud?
Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the 4 of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead.
I
Think
did
about
miss
it.
this one.
Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Byakuya said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense, but what is he alluding to? Really? Make your argument. Monokuma File 3. Oh, hold on. I need a refresh on what this file says. The victims were Hifumi Yamada, the cause of death for each... Okay, whatever.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Yeah. Again, this is a case of what I know what it's trying to get me to say, but I'm not sure which two. I don't think us.
We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys.
No, I don't want those guys.
And
Oh,
that
shit.
is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's
How do I reload
obvious,
again?
isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
How do I reload again? Controls. Select truth bullet. LB. I can't
They
select
must
truth
really
bullet.
be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us
There we go.
standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively
I
elated.
think I have to do so strange
We are
with
all going to die here.
those guys. That's what I
We are going to
think.
die, just like
Because I
those
know it's
guys
trying to
died.
get me to say, hey, you
And
shouldn't have
that
known
is all I
Tako was
said.
dead.
And that's
But-
all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I think.
They must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die. We are going to die, just like.
Okay, yeah, okay. I was right. Thank God.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then...
No,
Then she used
they
the
put the
camera
suit on
timer
you, and then...
So quickly forgotten. You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
That's pretty closed-minded of you, Celeste. Other explanations? It looks like Hifumi might be moving the body, or moving Hiro. If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility is... Hifumi and the suspect had been drinking.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
Guys, I'm in trouble, so please take a look at my forged picture here.
We've
Yeah, I know.
simply been led to believe that
It's
the
all
other
she's
way
brought
around.
up in her defense, too. Like, so much of her defending herself has been, this picture exists.
And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Celeste thinks she can prove there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? The e-handbook hasn't come up. Yeah, you seeing me with a knife standing on top of Hifumi is a good argument indeed, but did you take a look at that picture here? Robo-Justice costume, the message, and the blueprints.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
So it's the costume, I think. Because he'd have to stand up straight, because you can't bend at the waist. She couldn't... Yeah.
You dressed me up in that suit, then you just draped me. You tried to make me look.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person is there's no way they could stand up
No, that's wrong. No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Something we've already established during this trial. You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it.
Yeek.
That's how they were able to fake that whole
I don't know
thing.
what that noise I just made was, but
The point of it all was to
the
make
way
us
he phrased
believe
that was
whoever
really
in the
weird.
suit was to blame.
Oh, she's not looking too hot. I don't mean hot like sexy. I mean like she's not looking well.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
checkmate.
Oh man, look at this camera spin. Will this just keep going? Okay, I'm bored. Oh, it'll keep going if I click.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Did she just lose her accent?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one
Can we just take a look at my
little
picture?
problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying? When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
How would he have known Yasuhiro was in the suit? Simple response to that, Celeste.
Right! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more
Yeah, but Hifumi was an idiot. That's also
He did
true.
say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
I think the nicknames?
Shoot!
Oh, yeah. Okay, then it must have been the last names.
Think back to how did he refer to each of us?
Oh, it was last names. He always calls me
That's
Mr.
right.
Naegi.
Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance.
Indecent,
Now, isn't
don't
that a
talk.
Convenient explanation. No, there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
That's true.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit.
Oh, there goes her accent again. No reason to expect he was changing his normal behavior except that he was dying.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Can you say it just one more time for me, Celeste? I wasn't listening. Celeste still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. Alright, then the e-handbook.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
Oh, really? I shot the... whatever.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
Something to make her accept it? How about a majority vote, Makoto?
You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg. God damn it!
Whoa, that's upside down.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me, that's the only truth there is, moron!
If I remember, there's something here that shows its owner's real name. Maybe it's the e-handbook.
He wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
It's not like her single vote has any importance. I know, right?
Celestia Ludenberg.
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending. And since you have no way to
Damn it.
contradict me, that's the only truth
Really?
there is, moron!
The first time it didn't shoot both of them at once, and so I shot twice just to...
He wanted us to know
Oh,
the
luckily, I
killer's
think I had the
last name.
wrong bullet equipped, so that was good that it missed. Oops.
Celestia Ludenberg.
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending, and since you have no way
I'm
to
fucking
contradict
stupid.
me, that's the only truth there is, moron!
I'm really stupid.
He wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many times? Celestia Ludenberg.
How long do you plan to go?
I'm not pretending, and since you have no way to contradict,
No, that's wrong.
Is that a question, Koala? No, it's not a question.
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all
Let
about
me
it
let me
before.
pretend. This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it'll display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. Why are we... Okay.
So all we have to do is check
Why
our
are we still in
handbook,
that
and that'll
flashback?
clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because...
Oh, look how happy Jack looks.
Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Closing argument, begin. All right. I think that one. This picture of Hifumi is so unsettling. All right. Why is this here? There's an even greater picture of Hifumi in this comic. Oh boy, I can't wait. Oh, 1 a.m. Right. And then we need the camera. Oh, what a... That's another good picture. Brings that right down. Which one was used to kill him? It was hammer number 4, right? That's hammer 2. Just hammer 3, just as hammer 4. Not that one, but it's great too. Yeah. Oh, this one's another pretty good one. Okay, there are many great ones. Yeah, that's very true. I'm not sure which one would go here. Just because for some of these it's hard to tell what the picture is. So here's him putting the blood on himself. Hammer 3. That's where hammer 3 was. This is going to be him moving the body. I've been kind of ignoring the pictures of him. Hold on. This one's great. This is another really great one. Oh, God. Oh, God, no. I'll do this one. That's the one I meant. Princess Hifumi dancing in the blood is just hilarious. This one does have a lot of really great pictures of... Okay, there's one I still need. And I'm a little uncertain. Oh, it would be hammer 2. This is where we found hammer 2.
Here's exactly what happened. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Oh my God.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
God, that's another picture of Hifumi.
Hero. The murderous duo intended to pass Hero off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking them, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from
How happy are you that Creepazoid is gone? I'm kind of happy. Hifumi was always just like, he could have been fine, except he just talked to other people like they weren't real, and it was always just so obnoxious and really creepy.
And turned the room into a crime scene, in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office.
We're already in Act 6, Jesus. Is it just me, or in that circle one, the circle on the screen right now, Hifumi sort of looks like a fat shark. Doesn't he?
He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once
I think
again,
he looks like a fat shark.
Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
There's another happy Hifumi.
Even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Well, this is very cute.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
Complete.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taeko Yasuhiro is fine.
Oh, shit. And she lost her accent again.
Keiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Rip. An A. Hooray! I'm surprised I got an A because I made a lot of mistakes in a couple of them. Although, my mistakes were all based on I knew what I was supposed to be saying, but I didn't know how the game wanted me to say it. You know?
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Aww.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's weird to me that he has to ask us as if he didn't watch us already decide who we think the kill. Like, not just who we think. We didn't vote. We didn't figure out who the killer was and then have the killer themselves admit it. Although I didn't realize her name was going to be fake. I thought it was just Hifumi keeping up with the plot. It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. Could still vote Makoto for reasons. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised this whole stinking scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations. Actually, no, there were flaws in the plan.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. Yasuhiro sounds like a loser's name in my book. Did she steal Alter Ego? I'm sure she relied on her specialty. Lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then did you use... you know... I knew you'd figured it out, Kyoko. I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her. Boobs? Yeah. She just promised to flash him. But, yeah... I should have realized sooner that she got Hifumi to help her by using Alter Ego. But I was just like, Hifumi's established he'd do anything for Celeste. But it also makes sense that she could use Alter Ego. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean boobs? Is she talking about Alter Ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop, as usual. I'm always out of the loop. I only have cameras in all but one room in the entire building. How sad.
In other words...
Then you're the one that stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here? I'll not mention that secret thing so Monokuma can't grasp our secret and so it stays secret, but as I said, I used that secret thing. There's that, and also during the trial, at some point, I can't remember who it was, but I remember I pointed it out when they said it, but in the trial at some point, someone out loud talked about Alter Ego. I think it was Hina? Maybe it wasn't, I don't remember. I think it was Hina, but someone did, and I'm like, why are you talking about that in front of Monokuma? Whatever.
Actually...
I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. It's about what was stolen. I know who did it. What?
Are you okay
It was
with
Taka.
this?
He stole it. Wow, Hifumi's a moron? Well, we already knew that, to be fair. And I
So
have
then-
proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Tako's room earlier and excuse me, took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
Darn, so it was him! But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What? You know what? Also, they're talking about it on camera here. Yeah, whatever.
As for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He did?
as for
He
me,
came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
What?
Oh, and he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice. God, she's fucked up.
Damnation!
It's a crime, an absolute crime. I mean, to be fair, you're in a murder game. Of course, there's a crime. Also, the alter ego is a secret thing, is one giant plot hole. Fair enough. I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but I never imagined he would go that far. And it was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm gonna kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
most
Wait, please.
unfortunate.
If you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape, and he's made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka's going to try and kill you. Man, Hifumi can be like... Hifumi would be like, can I see the pictures just so I know what's at stake? Oh, that would be so fucked up. Except Taka would have the pictures, so... Somehow. On some camera.
indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself. That bastard! Bastard, 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 bastard!
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? She... I have to save her!
actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I've come up with a plan. Huh? I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even a love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that. But it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. Well, that's it.
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? Also, Kappa. Oh God, I don't want to think. I don't want to have to think about it. Like, and it's not because of body type. It's because I don't want to think about the personality that Hifumi would adopt in the act. What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that? Assuming you actually let him live.
Are you okay
That's
with
simple.
this?
After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward. Stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed that lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death. Later, Hifumi be like,
so in the end,
Celeste attacked me. So you had planned to kill him all along? Why did Hifumi know Celeste's real name? That just dawned on me. Because he's smart. No. He stole her purse. No. He said some other really interesting things, and mixed with that picture we found at the beginning, there's something weird going on here. And weird outside of the murder game setup. So you'd planned to kill him all along? But of course. And there would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win. She told him. I'm not so sure she would, because she refused to tell anyone her name.
Don't be mean.
Now you sound like Byakuya. And there's been a couple other things. The thing. Like, what did Hifumi say? It was like, I remember before I met you, Yasuhiro. It was weird to me that he said I met you twice. And then there was also the picture we found at the beginning that had Chihiro and Leon and Mondo.
I wonder about
No,
that.
he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we're nothing alike. Soul Calibur has posted a new announcement to be now available. I'm streaming Soul Calibur. That's not the time for that announcement. I'm also set. That's annoying. I'm set to invisible on Steam, so I can't get messages.
Why?
Then what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape. But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here. Obviously that was a lie. I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here. I wanted to get out of here. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. Oh, okay. A castle? Oh. And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards. Why are all their eyes red? God, you're fucking creepy right now. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence. You're not gonna, okay, she's like 16 or 17. She would hate this by the time she was like 23. Because they're all Terminators, obviously.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Oh, no. They're Terminators. It's funny. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. God, she made a lot of money. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind, being pampered all day long by Terminators. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I? I'd like that.
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
done. Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? It's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding. In my case, it obviously wouldn't be male Terminators, Kappa. Would it be the fembots from Austin Powers?
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes,
That's
indeed.
right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like, Kappa. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I'd like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey,
And you'd just get executed again. That's true. Celeste smiled then. And when she did, it looked at me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her. You all done? Okay, then let's get rolling. The black and the disturbed the peace and must pay the price. Now then.
I prepared a very special punishment.
The ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then... Take care, everyone.
Time to axe someone, PogChamp.
Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Celeste has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh god, that rabbit is terrifying. The burning of the Versailles witch. Versailles? How do I say that fucking word? I used to know. The little executioner's hood from Monokuma. Versailles? It's Versailles, right? The execution of the Versailles witch. I'm pretty sure that's how that word's pronounced. I'm just an idiot, I guess. Well, this is a really somber execution compared to the last two. Well, okay, that's changed. It's not quite as somber anymore. Oh, she's getting what she wants. Oh, Jesus! Monokuma's so nice. That was unnecessary. You literally had just set her on fire. What a little dick. It's cruel. Or not, Kappa. It's over. That's what it's about. I know. It was just so funny, because it's like, it's also kind of cruel to literally burn someone alive, but then also hitting them with a car is just overkill. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but actually getting hit by the fire truck at least gave her a quick death. She wanted to be special. She wants a special death. Getting burned is her dream. Burning alive is way worse. I also can't deny that, at one point, I considered her a friend, too. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die. Getting hit by cars like the most ordinary death you can have. You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation. What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. and it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm so sick of you people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So, anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Well, what's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me? What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? Oh man, oh jeez. Oh man, oh jeez. What do you mean, what did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean?
Hello.
Oh, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I get out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life due to her body, Kappa. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later.
Oh, what a dick. And there he goes. Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair, there was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key that Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers. Then that means Celeste probably hid it there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else, head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera. By the way, isn't the dressing room right next to the really steamy bathhouse? Hey, let's all go together to the bathhouse? Yeah, I know.
Come on.
It's not what I meant. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please, let me go. Standing here arguing is just gonna draw more attention to us.
Bye.
Do whatever you want. Oh no, if we all stand up in front of the door and only I go, it's gonna be totally unsuspicious. Yeah, right. Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Are you jealous, Hina? Does that mean what I think? Oh, she's not jealous.
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. I mean, we're not actually going for... Hina... I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone. You can join us, Hina?
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then,
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. As the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. I'd never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. Gotta take a nice bath together, Kappa. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but... Can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
you...
Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like, what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation? When you do that,
Indeed.
It's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too? No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. God, this is so fucking anime. Makoto sliding in that flag. Just a little bit more. Then,
That's fine.
fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. It's standing up. Right after I'd told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. And we're not telling you, the player. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back. She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this? Kyoko, I eat eggs together with peanut butter. That would be almost unbelievable. You know what? I agree. Hold on, let's... It's a good time to save. My last save was before the trial, which was like 2 hours ago. You know, I didn't notice that this room didn't have... It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. It would mainly be disgusting. Yeah, that would be disgusting. The secret Kyoko told me about, could it really be hidden here? That looks like a door. She said it was way in the back of the storage closet, but, I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet. The storage closet, where? The back of what? The storage closet. And suddenly, as if I were being yanked in, gashunk. At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. Ba-bump! I'd fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out, the back wall was like a revolving door and I'd made my way to the other side, just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom on the second floor, there's a storage closet, and way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. I don't want to hear about Makoto and shanking just before and after him... Shanking just seconds after him standing up. Yeah, I suppose. There's a secret room. So this is the secret room? But what's in here? There's a bunch of files and what look like volumes after volumes of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy Student Registry. This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand, but before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave? That's kind of weird. I could understand it if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave. What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. These words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Well, that's unfortunate. A strange sound rang through my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth, and then darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. Ow. Apparently, something hit me, and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull, throbbing pain in my head proved that much, at least. It's just a normal desk with normal drawers. Is that really just the desk? What the fuck? Oh, it has to be like, hey, the bookshelf's fucked. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty. Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back toward my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The farther I walked, the more I felt things were getting blurry. Can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... As if from a vast distance I heard a sound. It was faint, but undeniable. That sound, it's coming from the gym? How was he about to pass out, but now he can go to the gym? As I desperately hauled my shaky frame toward the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here, in the gym? I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Ka-cha! Pa-kyu! Ha-ga-ga! Pya! Pa-ching! Pa-ka! Da-da-dun! What the fuck is going on? So, before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
Deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise. No longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right?
Okay.
You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? Well, I have a sneaking suspicion we've found who the spy is. What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be the mastermind spy is... Well, the game actually then just spelled it out for me anyway, so... Well, it's the end of chapter 3. Down to 7. To be continued. You received the Super Robo Justice present. I would... Oh, 3's a crowd. Let's save. And that's going to be it for me for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me again tonight and chatting and watching me do the trial, and then that little after trial bit that was very interesting. Left, had a couple interesting questions in it, I think. But yeah, so we did that trial. That trial was actually really long for how easy I thought it was. Right? Like, that trial seemed easier to me than the Mondo one. Like, there were times in the Mondo one where I was like, oh, that wasn't how I thought it went, but it makes sense what happened. But in that one, I kind of, like, called everything that happened before we got to the trial. There really wasn't much that happened in the trial that didn't go with what I went, I think this is what happened. You find that there's a bunch of redundant parts in those trials. It's not only that, it's that, like, in this trial, I really, even yesterday too, I said, here's what I think happened. And based on what happened in the trial, I'm pretty sure I basically nailed it, right? There's like very little that was kind of different in the detail. Like the most different thing that I can think of was that I just sort of assumed Hifumi was still going along with the framing Yasuhiro plan as he died. That's what I thought in the thing, and that's like the only major difference between what actually happened, which is why I usually just skip all the talking. Yeah, but there's jokes in the talking, and we sometimes get to hear good people talk. I also like the voice acting scenes. They're really nice. But yeah, I liked the trial. I just thought it went on a little long for how easy it was to me. But I mean, maybe it wasn't easy to everyone who played the game, so that's unfair. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope Chapter 4 is a little bit less simple, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, this whole Chapter 3 seemed a little too easy for being the third chapter, but that's fine. I still enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you again for hanging out, and I will talk to you probably tomorrow. I'll probably be back tomorrow. But until then, take care.